Friends, this is about what happened in my life, really. So, after leaving the mainstream, whatever Vivekananda missionary kind of sect, so what I did is I tried to give my body and mind time to decide what they want to do because they are instruments. Yes, I know they're not independent, but I just wanted to show them the whole world as it is then, and see what is the what is, to think afresh, right? So after 3 months, 4 months like that, still my mind tells me that I just have to continue what I was doing, uh, and like that. Yeah. So no changes needed, etc. in my lifestyle or in the way that I go about. So what I did is um, I wanted to go to a town kind of a place. It's not village, it's not a city. If it is too much a village, my lifestyle, my habits, or the connectivity, etc., will not be there. And if I'm in a big city and there is no leisure and there is no spiritual activity, people are too busy filling their stomachs with a lot of difficulty. So there it is very difficult for any spiritual thought to progress. So town is where I wanted, and I wanted to take Vivekananda's message across the around the town, 40 kilometers in 40 kilometers radius, because I know I can go 40 kilometers in a car in 1 hour. So what I want is to cover all the schools and colleges, especially, I mean, both private and government. I want to knock on everyone's door in the name of Vivekananda, and reach out to them with the message of Vivekananda. According to their understanding, I would try to, and capacity and willingness, I would try to give them Vivekananda's message in whatever form they would understand at that moment. I used to do it inside the missionary and monastery, and I wanted to do the same outside also. So, with the help of friends and students, etc., I got to somehow gather a vehicle, a projector, a screen, a mic system, a generator, and Vivekananda's literature in books form, and an assistant, and a laptop, etc. And we used to go to a college or a school, and we used to give multimedia presentation sessions and interactive dialogue oriented sessions. So and most people, 99.9% of the educational institutions allowed us happily, and they just had to give time, nothing else. There is no money that they had to give, or there is no commitments, etc. They just had to assemble the children, and they had to give us time, and I used to interact. I used to prefer mostly above 6th class level. Below that I cannot, and 8th to 10th is very good. The higher they go, because the children of higher ages, they understand what is wrong, so I can easily show them what is right. So the lower children, they think everything is right, etc. So I don't need to pollute, I don't want to pollute them, because only when they understand what is wrong and they can actually think about what their contribution would be in the world to make wrongs right. Anyway, so this was successful everywhere. But in the meanwhile, I have been approached by many people, and I also maybe once or twice approached some people. I've met some people. So, but what I understood is, I was so shy, and shy in the sense not to work, not in terms of work. I'm very bold in terms of doing work or taking decisions, talking to people, etc. That is all there. But in spiritual terms, like for example, Vivek, Sri Ramakrishna says a Satvik Bhakta does not want anyone to see what kind of practices or relationship that person has with God. So that person would, before sleep, meditate in his own mosquito net, etc. He used to say that, which means basically he would always guard his privacy and private relationship with God. So maybe that is my nature also. So I never wanted to have a distinction. This is an award that, like a gold medal that my guru gave, the robe, the ochre robe, or the orange dress, etc. That was given to me. That's there, but I cannot be in that 24 hours because the world that I'm interacting with and the world that I have to work with in various ways, etc., and the capacity that I don't, like for example, I don't have the money or people, I don't command any such influence over people, or etc., etc., wherein the dignity of this dress can be kept up. So when I don't have the means, though, then I should not create confusion in people's mind by being in that robe, in that dress all the time. So for all practical reasons, and also I never wanted to advertise. I never liked the idea of advertising what I am, who I am, to people, especially to people who didn't care about these things, or etc. They're not spiritual, they don't want to be spiritual. Why should I always show them something different than what they're seeing already and draw attention unnecessarily thereby? So drawing attention is not my, then why should I use the robes that obviously draw attention, right? So I didn't want to do that. For example, in Premananda's life, when Belur Math, in Belur Math, there was a public convention or public, Jatara, how do I say? Celebration, public celebration, wherein there used to be lots of people coming, lakhs of people, tens of lakhs of people in one day, like that. So they used to come and Premananda, Shivananda, they were all there. They were all monks. They were wearing the ochre robes. So people used to come. Hundreds and thousands of people used to queue up to take blessings from these people. From the people's point of view, they think it is all great, and the Swami is being respected, and so the Swami would appreciate all of that. In fact, I know so many Swamis, including me, who feel this is all nonsense and a nuisance for them, big nuisance for them. It's a drama. One late President Swamiji, who was Vice President at the time of the incident that I'm going to mention, he told me clearly, ये प्रणाम का बिजनेस हो गया क्या? ये कब तक होगा? कब, मतलब कितना टाइम मुझे यहाँ बिठाओगे? That kind of, people get irritated by all this, so much public interaction. They have to just keep tolerating. It is not to their benefit in any way. If they want, that is a different matter. They joyously, they can share for some time. But going anywhere they go, it's hundreds and thousands of people always, and they have to be happy. These people have to be mild to them. Yeah, they're mild by nature, but after 100 people seeing you, meeting you in a matter of half an hour, if there are even more, etc., it is exhausting. Basically, they are very seniors in age, etc. So why am I telling you all this? Is yes, this Premanandaji told Tarak, which is Swami Shivananda, Dada, this ochre robe, this orange dress is advertising that we are monks. So let us remove and let us use common man's clothes, and we can afford freedom then, so that we can just go about like a regular person amongst these people and enjoy public celebration like it is supposed to be enjoyed, right? So so this is nothing for us. The sun's heat is not for the sun's sake. It is for the sake of others. So if people are benefited by our dress, we are fine about it. Okay. I mean, just, yeah, you know, people may have so many questions in momentous questions in life. And if they see suddenly someone with this dress and this color, and they might want to come and ask those questions, and we might be able to help them in opening some vistas in their vision and in their understanding. That is the purpose for these dresses, like that. Or for people who, who are practicing something, and it is a reminder that when they wear this dress every day, they sometimes can introspect and question themselves, why am I wearing only one color, etc., what is this, etc. When people are respecting that person also, it is a reminder that you are this person, etc. So it is people who need constant reminders to do something, to be in a certain path, etc., etc. This is a help, but not for the people who don't want attention, unnecessary attention especially. It's a nuisance. So anyway, why am I telling you is that then I was not wearing this dress unless I'm on platform, on a stage lecturing, etc. So that used to be for some time. Why am I telling you all this is, when I'm hesitating so much to even advertise what is reality, what is whether I'm a monk or not, etc., I'm hesitant so much, even though I'm genuinely given and authentically given the right and the status to wear this dress by my guru. I hesitate so much to advertise this, but people wanted to market this dress, use me as their puppet, and further their political goals, or their have more influence and gain more standing in the society, and so many things. They had various things. I was surprised. I didn't know all these things. People didn't tell me all these things. Some people wanted to write some amount of their land so that I would manage everything. I would run an ashram, etc. But they want. So even if I do that, they want to hold on me. If I am running the ashram, I should do the work, etc. But they will decide what I should do, what I should not do, what is right, what is not right to me. I'm okay if they are superior to me in terms of understanding Vivekananda and feeling what Vivekananda felt, and the understanding what Vivekananda's agenda, or the incarnation of Ramakrishna, his agenda is. If they know better, then I'm ready to work under such a person, be it anybody. But that is not so. So I know that, and I have verified it. I don't even assume, I verify with people. So maybe once or twice I fell into these people's trap, because the trap was so strong and so well knit. But by God's grace, 3 to 4 times in a serious way, I would have been trapped, but I got away with it. So in one of those ways which I had to believe what they said, so I had 2 assistants with me who wanted to also continue the work that I was doing in the missionary. So those people were living with me, and they were helping me take the Vivekananda's message to these schools and colleges, etc. Do whatever under the name of Yuva. I remember. I have, this is also an acronym, but I forgot the full form, etc. Youth and something like that. Okay. So we were doing all of that. Then this other place, an institution named after Vivekananda, and they called us. They gave a written request to me that you please come and do the same work here. We will give you the money and please do it under the banner. Money means whatever diesel or whatever. So they said they would give whatever expenditure happens on the way, etc. And that they would also house me somewhere. They would also provide a place to live for me somewhere, and that I can direct their institution. That is what they said. What I said, I asked them is two volunteers and two youngsters are living with me and working along with me. So they also have to shift from one place to another. Then is it possible? I cannot leave them in the middle and I cannot come. So if you are able to accommodate them also and give them some, some honorarium for their service, it would be better. We will three can live in the same place. They said yes, yes. So total expenditure for us, I mean rent for the flat that we will stay, and the diesel, etc., and their honorarium 6,000 etc. So everything came up to some 25,000 kind of thing. So that is the expenditure that the institution is undertaking through their their management on us, right? And then I started work, like I said 1 year we will stay. Either I don't like or you don't like, we will try to do whatever benefit we can to the institution, because it is named after Vivekananda, etc. I said they said okay and all of that, fine. After 2 months I came to understand that they wanted me to work, but according to what they say, and they will have the control or etc. Control is also not a problem at all, but I was asking, okay, fine. So what books have you read of Vivekananda? Nothing. I asked very simple books also, basic books that we send, pocket size books that on Vivekananda. They didn't read anything. None of them, not even one person in the management. Maybe one person, he said that one page here, one paragraph here, one paragraph there, one paragraph there, maybe 3 paragraphs to 4 paragraphs totally. He has read once. Okay. That's what they're saying. But they have started an institution wherein they are soliciting public, and then they want to train under Vivekananda's name. They want to do everything under Vivekananda's name. So what is happening is, I have observed whatever is happening. I understood in 2 months. I understood is that like obviously I cannot work according to their directions, not because I don't want to, not because I'm egotistic or too big person, but because they don't have they are not following Vivekananda. That is very clear. So if such a big mainstream missionary and monastery is not following Vivekananda, then I don't compromise and I resign and come out. Never thinking about my future or how much I have done in the past. Why would I come under the do according to what people who never read Vivekananda, admittedly they are admitting it very clearly. So and even basic things, for example, to run that organization also, one time the electricity board person came and switched off that electricity. I asked why. They said current bill is not, the electricity bill is not paid. Oh my God, how can this be? Because discipline is very, very important, basic, foundational. So it's not there. Money is not there. I said, where is the money? There is no money. So somebody or the other just keeps paying for all these things, etc. There is nothing written or nothing systematic to see who pays what, etc. So there is no register, there is no accounts book, there is nothing. We don't know how much is coming, how much is going, and why it is going. Nothing is written, and there's people saying no, lack of funds, etc. Then I said, oh my God, then how can I and my team draw 25,000? I mean, on our account, we are not drawing actually expenditure only, but that 25,000 is there per month, the expenditure. So there is no money for to pay electricity bill. So this is not the way Vivekananda institution can run, obviously, and it is a public institution. So that's a major red flag. And the second red flag is when I said, okay, fine, you didn't read anything about Vivekananda. So let us read. I'll sit here in the institution from such and such time to such and such time in the evening. You choose the time. You guys come. We will discuss. We will read, we will discuss, we will read and we will discuss. We will improve our understanding of Vivekananda and we will go forward. No problem. We will write the rules of this organization according to Vivekananda, and frame policies and make whatever decisions on the basis of Vivekananda and these policies that are based in turn in Vivekananda. Not one person came one time, and every time, because they agreed in the bit for the time, etc. They didn't show interest that is there. Ultimately, some people agreed, but I have come consecutively for 4 to 5 weeks, and I recorded that I have come, and I waited for 2-3 hours, and I went away. Just once one person came, actually, whether they are interested or not, secretary or somebody, etc. But 5 to 10 minutes only. They tested me. They asked me, what is this? I said this. Okay. They asked me something else. I said that. They understood that I know something, but still they didn't want to attend, so they went away. Now, this is a very big red flag. Okay, you didn't read, but are you willing to read? No. You don't read, then how are you able to talk? Are you able to talk to Vivekananda in a clairvoyant way or something like that? No. So there is no way that we can go forward in terms of Vivekananda. So at least then I will tell you how to do it. Will you listen? No. Then I understood that it is not a serious thing. There is something behind. So what I immediately did is, though 1 year I'm supposed to be there, even if I don't like it, etc. What I did is, okay, immediately the institution does not have funds. So let me withdraw that 25,000 expenditure and save that 25,000 for you. And without telling them, I have changed the residence from the flat. I told the owner that we are vacating, found another flat. For the next 10 months of that year, agreement year, I paid my own bills, my own flat, etc. I paid these people. These 2 people also I only paid somehow from the support of my students, etc. Whatever. And I told them this, that okay, I'm saving 25,000 and this is what I did. I got disconnected. So I told them that okay, now I'm saving this 25,000. Let us make sure this 25,000 every month will be used for proper optimal purpose, that is in the lines of Vivekananda, and let us do good together to the society. No, people are not willing or etc. So 1 year after, 1 year I anyway wanted to stay. I told them that I will stay. I will come from outside. I will continue doing what I was doing for these 2 months, but on my own money. With my own money, I will contribute to the institution, so that nothing is lost to the institution. In fact, 25,000 is gained by the institution indirectly, because I am cutting that much cost. So they were all like, why is this happening, etc. kind of thing. And fine, after I did it till 1 year. And then I said, I cannot continue, etc. Then they asked me at the end also. There was a kind of a small meeting, etc. Then also I was willing to show to them, writing on board, etc. what was told, what happened, who said what, etc. What did we think as a team, etc. what was doing, etc. Anyway, so I remember this one thing, that this person said he thought I was mature or something. And he was disappointed that I'm not mature from his point of view. Friends, you only tell me, like, maybe I'm not mature, but you tell me what he meant is, if he says that I would direct the institution, what he meant me being mature is that I understand that only people who have money, people who have position in society, or those big people or etc., whatever, only they should be allowed to, they will only be directors or etc., only I should just remain a puppet, or I should just work in their hands, and if I am happy with that, then I'm mature. If I'm not happy with that, and if I'm talking about Vivekananda or other these things, etc., then I'm not mature. That is what is their definition of maturity. So if that is immaturity, I'm I would always want to be immature. This life, next life, every life. Okay. So money, position, reputation, or all these things, or age and all such things will never decide who is on a higher position naturally in the course of evolution. Anyway, chalo. So why am I telling you all this? Is that many people wanted to market this orange robe, while I was even hesitant and reluctant to advertise this. Advertise means, what I mean is, here whatever is there truly, even that I was shying away from showing to people unnecessarily, unasked, and every day, all the time, etc. But these people, I mean, people in the world are so that they would want to market it, use it for their own benefit, and but nothing connected to Viveka. Yeah, I asked this question also. I said, fine, I don't understand one thing. When you don't read Vivekananda, when you don't want to read Vivekananda, even if there is a place, time, etc., even if I want to help you understand what Vivekananda wrote, etc., I'm a dedicated person. See, at least something I must have done all my life, and that is reading Vivekananda and understanding Vivekananda, and trying to take decisions according to the light that I got from that. If you say that I should not even claim that as my expertise, then where will I go? Everyone is expert in something, right? So this is my field. Then I have to tell you boldly that this is my field, right? So if you consider that ego, then I cannot help you. Some people do like that, silly, but what can be done? So now what I said is, then why are why did you name this institution after Vivekananda? This is my question. They admitted clearly that, see, if I put my own name, that person is saying, if I put my own name, nobody will come to receive what I'm trying to give here, or etc. So we need a brand, and Vivekananda is a brand. So we are just using Vivekananda's name as a brand name. At least he admitted what is reality. Fine, but I cannot associate with such a thing. I said that in politely we have parted our ways. I wanted to share this because that is how the world works, and it's a great experience for me also, because you know what, like, spirituality is one language, materiality is another language. We monks, Vivekananda monks especially, we need to be interpreting both. We need to have command on both languages. We need to interpret, but we cannot ourselves become material. But we may have to pretend as if we were material, materialist kind of thinking, because that is only how we can dodge these bullets that are coming every day from all sides on us, because we have to be part of this world and still try and see that we don't get mixed up with this world, and at the same time we try to push these people, materialist people, into spiritual realm. This is the amount of tough, or this is the amount of difficulty that we have. And so we have to understand these things. And like a spy of a country,
See, India has spies, America has spies. These spies, they all meet somewhere. France spies, England's spies, etc. All these spies, they meet. They know this person is England's in agent, and this person is American agent. This person is Pakistani ISA agent. This person is RAW agent. They know amongst themselves, and they also gather intelligence, etc. Now, when you interact, when our Indian spy, for example, if they interact so much with the other people also, and they are collecting the data, if only that person knows whether that person is working for India or against India for somebody. When that person has converted into double agent, we cannot tell, right? So they have access to all data. So we have to trust our training and our whether we have recognized this person to be a proper agent that will be loyal to this country or not. But once we have done all of that, we have appointed that person as a spy. We have given the resources and, kind of left that person free. Then whether that person is acting with clear conscience only towards the welfare of our country, this has to be trusted. They don't know. I mean, we cannot know whether they are working for some other country. Suddenly they have changed. When they have changed, how much they have changed. Partially they may be working for India, partially they may be working against India. But all of it comes eventually. We will fall trap if they set a trap. If they decide to set a trap, we can fall trap. Many people will go unrecognized like that, those double agents, for decades and maybe for lifetime. Similarly, a Vivekananda monk working in the world, you have to choose and assign that person that work. Beforehand itself, you have to test whether that person is right for that or not. But once that person is doing, you cannot tell whether that person is worldly or not with your conventional ways of measuring. Conventional ways are like really innocent. For example, Vidhushekar Bharati ji, he himself is a great, astounding scholar, wonderful, like sometimes he's like a mountain. He's such a great scholar and such a great pure person and such a level-headed person and all of that, like everything, like best. But that person, I mean, he can speak Sanskrit like I speak Telugu or like mother tongue, okay? And there are intricacies and the dryness and the subtle points of Vedanta. He discusses such great ability. Extremely rare. But when he addresses public, he doesn't speak about all these things. He addresses public as if they absolutely don't know anything. They actually don't know anything, most of them. So he says, do punyam, don't do papam. He will tell you very, very basic things. When I hear them, I think like, oh my God, this is such basic things. And he is telling you with all the same sincerity and passion. He will tell you with the amount of passion he puts in Vedanta. He will tell you like that only. So he is giving his message according to your patrata, your eligibility. I understand. But that is the conventional knowledge. So most knowledge, real knowledge, is trapped in Sanskrit. The knowledge that they receive in the vernacular languages, like Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, and other languages, English, Hindi, then that kind of message is coming, very, very, very basic messages going to them. Like ये पाप करना है, ये पुण्य है, आचरण करो, ये मत करो. ठीक है, नहीं वो भी चाहिए, मगर क्या उतना ही चाहिए क्या? हाँ, ये लोग नहीं समझ पाएंगे. But something has to be in vogue, right? The advanced principles has to be vogue. If they don't, Vivekananda is great in that way that he has given everything to everybody in English. And when questioned, why are you giving these people such great knowledge in English and in common language to everyone who are not even eligible, then his reply is that, see, these ideas are so good that either they will do good or they will do no harm. They will not work on these people because they are not receptive. That's all. They are not going to harm these people. So Vivekananda has given away that. That way Vivekananda is superior. Anyway, why am I telling you this is, with conventional knowledge and tools, you cannot judge a Vivekananda monk properly, especially who is really actively working in the world, with the world. Well, according to the more money or position and influence and attention that you give to that monk, the more work can come out of them, because these things are worldly, yes, but these worldly things are required to do work in the world. But if this is not there, then the work will also be in a lower scale, and whatever scale, whatever capacity that person has. So at least the ideas, for example, right now what I'm sharing, this is almost free, right? So I'm sharing. It is in my capacity in this way. So if it has to be more organized and more easy for you, then society has to come to arrange those resources, and things can go on. Thank you for listening.